Hello, and welcome to Piano Player Pro, your favourite classical tunes arranged for piano. Today we're going to be playing EINE KLEINE NACHTMUSIK, or A Little Night Music, by Mozart. Mozart wrote thousands of incredible tunes, but of all of them, this tune is probably his most famous, so well worth learning. It was originally composed for solo strings, but you'll see it being played just as often by a full string orchestra. If you haven't already, then follow the link below and head over to the website pianoplayerpro.com, where you can find the sheet music, which is free to download. And while you're there, make sure you check out what other pieces you can learn. I'm regularly adding new pieces and content, so if you find this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe button below. In total, there are 4 piano arrangements of EINE KLEINE NACHTMUSIK for you to choose from, starting with level 1 and then getting progressively more difficult all the way up to level 4. This video is for the level 2 version, but feel free to take a look at the others. So let's get started. I'm going to begin by playing through the whole piece, and then I'll go back and we'll look at it section by section. Okay, so that's the whole piece. We're now going to break it down section by section. As you can see from your music, there are 5 sections in total. We'll start with the A section, which is the most famous part. We're going to work on the right hand first and then go back and look at the left hand. So for the right hand section, using the correct fingers is quite important. So it starts on G, but I'm suggesting you start on your second finger and then you're rocking down to playing the D with your thumb. Okay, so you get that pattern right, and then it runs all the way up. So back to the D, middle finger on B, little finger on D. So the first 2 bars are like this. And if you use those fingers, you've got plenty of fingers to get you up to the top. The rhythm is really important. Da, 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 da. And then you use the same rhythm when you're coming back down again. So you've just done this. You're now going to move that little finger down to the C and play the same rhythm and the same kind of shape, but in the opposite direction. So you're now rocking between C and A, F sharp, D. Remember your F sharp there, and then down to the thumb on D. So you can see it's the same rhythm, but coming down in the opposite direction. So the whole of the A section with the right hand sounds like this. Move your little finger, and that's how that goes. Now the left hand just uses 2 notes. You're just going to rock between G, and you'll notice the G's are short and then there's a rest in between. G, rest, G, rest, G, and then a longer rest, 3-beat rest, 1, 2, 3, down to D, same rhythm, longer rest at the end. So playing them together is the challenge. When you start, I suggest you just try and work out which part of the tune in the right hand the left hand notes coincide with. So they start together, and then again with the G and with the G. So it's always with the G, then it carries on by itself. You move your little finger down, and then the D in the left hand is going to play with the C in the right hand. And that's how section A goes. So once you've done section A, you can move on to section B. Again, we're going to split this into the right hand first, then the left hand. The good news about section B is, even though it's 4 bars long, bars 5 and 6 repeat exactly when you get to bars 7 and 8. So you only really need to learn bars 5 and 6 and then repeat them. Bar 5 in the right hand starts, you're going to move your thumb, which is finished on the D, up to the G. And you've got 2 Gs, a short rest, and then you go over to the F sharp. So notice you reach over with your second finger, your index finger, you reach over to the F sharp, and then there's another S. So it's, and then again there's a repeat. Okay, so that's not too difficult, but you need to remember that you reach over. With the left hand, you're again just playing the same two notes, G and D. They're both longer notes now, so semi-briefs, 4 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, then a minim on D, off for 2. So you play it for 4 on G, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a minim on D, and it comes off with the right hand. You'll see that in a minute, and then you just repeat that twice. So together, again, the G's start at the same time, both thumbs. And then when you play this G, you play the D down here, off together. Repeats. And that's bars 7 and 8. So that's section B. Section C, you'll notice has got some semiquavers, so these are extra quick notes. The quavers have been going da, 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the semiquavers are really quite quick. So we'll do the right hand first, perhaps slightly slower. This speed. Finishes with a minim, so make sure you hold that nice and long. So here, even though it's quick, it's just rocking between two notes, G, A, G, A. So hopefully you can do that nice and fluently. You do that twice. Then in the next bar, in bar 10, you've got something slightly odd. You play the B 3 times, but the third B, I'm suggesting you move to your thumb. So you can play this quick pattern with your 2 strongest fingers, your thumb and your index finger. You can just keep it in the same position. Stay on your middle finger, which is also fine, but you might find it easier to switch your hand up, and then you can play those nice and strongly like that. The left hand part is a little bit simpler now because you're only using the G. It's the G repeated, leave the rests, nice space there, and then you hold the last one for 2 beats, the minim, which is also holding with the D, so they hold together. So together those 2 parts sound like this. Okay, I'm going to play it to you from the beginning up to there because this is kind of like the halfway point of the piece. So, get the fingers in position, second finger on G, thumb ready for the D, thumb on G here, and then the other finger ready for the D. You can use what you like, really. I'm using my 4th finger, but it doesn't really matter. So here we go from the beginning. Shift my little finger down, move to the D in the left hand. Now move my thumb up to G, off together, repeat, off together, then the fast line, switch to thumb on the B, hold for a minim, off. So that's sections 1, 2 and 3, or A, B and C. So you've got 2 sections left to go, but the good news is they are almost identical. So really we're quite near the end of this piece, or learning this piece. So section D we'll look at first, just with the right hand. It starts with a chord, so 2 notes together, this time D and a B. Okay, and I'm suggesting you're starting with your 4th finger and your 2nd finger. And you hold them for a minute, so they're both long and nice and sustained. So that takes a bit of practice. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then you're going to come down with this pattern that repeats. It's a quaver pattern that goes da, 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 da. You do it again. Shift your finger down, do it again on the B to the A. So you see there it's the same pattern. D to C, C to B, B to A, and then it finishes with just G, G, A, G, A, B. So that last little bit is G, G, A, G, A, B, rest. So that whole line is this. Holding for 2, then the quaver pattern. Nice and strong on the G, A, B rest. And then the last line, exactly the same quavers. Shift your hand, G, G, A, and then G, B, G to finish. So the first time it was G, A, B. The second time, to make it more final, G, B, G. And that's it. So that's the right hand. The left hand is again just rocking between the 2 notes D and G. It starts with the bars rest, so not playing anything, and then you've got Ds with rests in between, and then 3 strong Gs. And the D section is exactly the same when it repeats for the E section, so there's a bar's rest, and then more Ds, rest, rest, G, G, G. So together, they should sound like this. Okay, we've got the right hand part, 2 minims, 1, 2, 1, 2, then the quavers. Strong to finish the line rest, minims again. And even stronger at the end, just finishing nice and strongly. So I'm going to play the whole thing through once more, just so you can hear it from beginning to end. So, get our hands in position, and then off we go. So that was the level 2 version of Mozart's EINE KLEINE NACHTMUSIK. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you have, then please hit the subscribe button below, as there's new pieces for you to learn coming out all the time. And remember, the music for all of them is free to download from the website pianoplayerpro.com. If you've got any questions or requests for future pieces, then please do get in touch via the comments section. Have a great day then, and happy practicing.